My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And I want to welcome you to Friday's edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. And these literally are shortcuts for your soul, because trying to work through the content of our minds, all the stuff we've acquired from this world, is insane. You got to let it all go and align to who you are. Anyway, we're going to wait a few minutes for people to come live. Just give everybody a few minutes to get here. So I got my guardian angel John with me today, and he wanted to talk about ending needless confusion, because there is so much needless confusion, and it's ridiculous the amount of time it takes to end confusion for a species, for an entire species. We're confused, he said. We're confused as a species. And it's time to end that with simplicity. Good morning, animation. We're just going to wait a few minutes for everybody to come on. Hello, I am. Good morning. Protein. Happy blessed Friday to everyone. Hello, Lauren. So, ending needless confusion. My guardian angel John has been with me at least since 1978, 79, when he first made an appearance to me. I didn't realize at the time, but he was the being that told me to not jump off the bridge to make a phone call. And he says the big challenge that we face as a species is ending needless confusion. There's just so much of it right now that people don't know what to do. Now we're going to just see where it goes here. Good morning. Well, it's your turn too, is it? I have a little being here that wants me to give her special attention at this moment. So we're going to probably do more Q&A today than anything. Hello from South Africa, Allison. Hello. Yeah. Hello, Kira. Right. So, what is needless confusion? That's what I asked him. I said, John, what is needless confusion? He said, needless confusion is anything that does not give you a clear understanding of what is occurring. That is needless confusion. Anything that does not provide you with a simple understanding of what is occurring and why. And there's so much. I mean, war is an example of needless confusion, right? For the masses, but there are people that benefit from it. Hello. How are you? Oh, just give me a second, folks. Here, I just got to turn my notifications off because they can be very annoying. Sorry about that, guys. I have to remember to turn my notifications off because it can be very loud at your end. So thank you for being so patient. Who have we got here today? Let's see. We got South Africa. Hello, Kira. Hello, Nicole. Good morning. Hi, Magnet. Hello, Maria. Hi, Ruth. Hello, Daniela. Yeah. It's a small, intimate gathering for us today. A small, intimate gathering. Ending needless confusion. So John was saying that needless confusion is anything that is presented to you in such a way that it does not make sense to you. He says anything in this world is very simple. Nature is very simple. Humanity has not learned the elegance of simplicity when trying to articulate new understandings or to even help one another. You've got too much confusion to really help one another. Yes. He says lies are the source of all confusion. Lies are the source of all confusion. Interesting. Hi. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Lies are the source of all confusion. Not sure if I agree with him. He's laughing at me. He says, doesn't matter if you agree or not. Most confusions, the source of most confusion is lies. If you heard the truth, there would be no confusion. There is never confusion where the truth is involved. There's only confusion when there is a lie at its root. Clarity does not leave you scratching your head. Clarity leaves you understanding. It leaves you understanding. It does not leave you wondering. Yes. So how do you end confusion needlessly? You don't pay attention to it. Don't pay attention to confusion. It will simply confuse you. It will simply confuse you. Very different day today, folks. We have a cloudy day here. Okay. Yeah, want me to just let this go here? Oh, thank you. Ask him to, can you define lies? Anything that does not allow you to elegantly understand the simplicity of what is occurring at any moment could be considered a lie. The word lie, as you understand it, means something that is an outright distortion of the truth, but partial distortions are equally in that category of being a lie. You struggle with many of your politicians and leaders today that give you partial truths, but in reality they are still lies. There's no such thing as a partial truth. There is a truth and there is untruth. There is no partial truth. There is only the truth and there is untruth, or what I'm calling today lies. So please understand this. That is very simple. Anything like that. How can I let David go? The tears just keep flowing. I don't know who this is, Lauren. But they're saying, do not look at the ship as it leaves. Look to your destination. What is your destination? What is your destination? If you become too attached to any one thing, you do not allow for dynamic change to unfold in the experience of your life here. The journey is not simply him for you or you for him. The journey is your journey. The journey is his journey. And how each of you would choose it is very important. To allow dynamic change, to be open to dynamic change, will certainly eliminate confusion very quickly. But many of you try to hold on to what you are so comfortable and familiar with, you do not wish to make changes. And when changes come, you fear them. You even try to avoid them or even deny them. If you could learn to embrace the dynamic change of your life, not from the perspective of that body that you're in or that mind that you have or those emotions that you have, but from the being that you are as this sentient being of light. From this perspective, you are fearless. It is only in the perspective of a mind-body separateness that you can perceive that somehow you are suffering. You are simply going through change, dynamic change. That's what this whole dimension was constructed for, so that you could experience the transformative effects of your own creative power and potential. Is that not worth the journey? To know that you are a divine creator, to understand that you can create fearlessly. Do you think your God or other great creators or other great beings, that they fear their power to create? Whether it is to create a planet or a universe, do you think they fear doing that? You cannot have fear doing that. You cannot have fear when you're driving in a car, unless, of course, you can maintain your authority over it so that it does not sway you. But you must not fear dynamic change. Many of you seek to stay in what is familiar to you. You find that the comfort of what you already know is greater than the excitement of what is yet to come. Release that. Release that. Wow. Hope that helps, Lauren. He's saying, yeah, he's saying it is, Allison, that's a statement. He wants to respond to that. He's saying that it is not difficult to discern the truth if you truly listen to the vibrational chords inside yourself that are aligned to truth. Your mind analyzes information, but your awareness, you as soul, know information. You know, especially in the females of humanity. There is a deep sense of knowing what is true, what is false. The confusion comes when you make the distinction that you are somehow this body or this mind, and now you are separate from what you know because your mind and your body are filled with this polarity all around you. But from the perspective of what you are, you always can discern what is true and what is false. If not as an emotion, then certainly as a knowing. You can feel it. Emotion is of the body, feeling is of the soul. Understand that. Emotion is of the body, feeling is of the soul. And the soul is not a polarized organism. The soul is simply a consciousness that exists as an extension of source. From the perspective of what you are, you can always know the truth. You will know it. You can be coerced or tricked into believing something else, as many of you have been by many of the leaders of this world. You have been misinformed in many instances, many times, yet you are wonderful beings. You're very forgiving. You're very forgiving. Question from Nicole. May I receive a message from a Pleiadian being named Ozar that's been working strong with me? Thank you, William. I'll see what I can do here. Oh. I'm just getting this warm feeling in my heart right now. It's like a gentle spinning in the heart center. To stay around your heart. Stay close to your heart. Do not stray. Do not stray from your heart. This is the truth of her being that I speak of. It is the truth of her being that I speak of when I refer to her heart, not the biological mechanism that keeps the body animated, but the being that she is. Stay close to what you are. Stay close to your heart. Stay around it. Do not venture outside of what you know to be true. Do not go beyond what you understand as true. Yes. He wants me to really emphasize that you may feel the sensations in the heart center of my presence, for our frequencies are very close. Our frequencies are very close. Stay in that. Stay in that place. I don't know why you keep saying something about looking up. Do you mean physically looking up? Look out of mind. Look above what she knows. Tell her to look above what she knows. Okay. Hope that helps, Nicole. Very interesting energy around the heart. Is there a message from my guides today for animation? I don't know. I just got this yeehaw in my head, like yeehaw, like dancing, celebration, fun today. Dancing, celebration, fun today. Take your mind away from all the seriousness. Go to play. Go to play today. Something about holding hand. I don't know what that refers to. Holding your hand. They'll hold your hand. Dance and play together. Interesting. You're welcome, Nicole. It's going to be short today. But ending needless confusion, John says it's really important you understand that we understand that we know, that we understand that we know. We don't have to guess or wonder that there's a part of every one of us that is in complete alignment with what you would call the truth. What would you define that as? He says that the definition of truth from his perspective is that which serves to enhance and improve the quality of your life and the lives of others. The truth will always do this. If there's any degradation in the quality of your experience, then you are in neglect of the truth. And this is in all areas of your life, even in this physical manifestation. If you are suffering, there is confusion in your mind about what is true and what is false. And be mindful of who you accept what is true from. But you always can know, you can always know. He's saying in this place of alignment, in the vibration that you are, that you bring your light that comes into this form, you can know that which is true and that which is not true. It is a natural knowing. You are in alignment with truth, who you are, not who you think you are. Not who you think you are, not who you've been told to believe you are supposed to be. There's a great distinction between that and that which you are. And that which you are has come here to set into alignment this mind and this body, into alignment with what you are, so that the extension of your light could be as you intended. There are many more that will be coming to remind you of this. Many, many more coming to remind you of this truth. You must understand that your emotional confusion will bear results in your environmental conditions, even to the level of affecting this planet as it has. You look at your planet today, the way you have affected life here is measurable. So do not deny or doubt in your ability as an awareness, as a soul, as a sentient being, to be the architect of change of a most profound kind, as opposed to the random kind, which is based on something that is not sound in truth. Cool. Truth. Wow. Question from Daniela. Ivana asks, Matter was advised to study science. He is very confused art or science, and there are challenges to get into at school. Which is his path? And you must understand, why would he be limiting himself to art and science? There's a great correlation between these two. The art and the science are both necessary in the process of creation. To understand the simple elegance of how you affect time, space, and matter, but how you do so creatively. The artistic drive is him alignment to his soul. The scientific drive is to bring that truth into mind and body, to embody his creative potential into the expression of this world, of his individuality in that form. But please understand, this is not an either or. You are art and science. Do both. Take both of these. They will work well together when you understand from the perspective of how you affect matter, time, and space. The sciences that you observe today still deal predominantly with the cause and effect of things upon one another. The science of the future will understand that the consciousness element of being is of greater effect over time, space, and matter than the machinations that you use to change or alter physical matter through mechanical means, through chemical means. Through consciousness, you can affect far greater change than you can from the old scientific models that you understand today. But it will be beneficial for him to take both. He will find that once he resolves this conflict in his mind, once he recognizes that it is not an either or, that it is an and, the door will open very rapidly for him. The door will open very rapidly for him. Question from Rose. Is there a message about the anxiety I wake up with every morning? I don't know who this is, but they're saying, give love to they that suffer. What do you mean by that? She has to approach this anxiety not from the perspective of it's something that she is, but it's something that requires her love and her light. She has a divided self that has not been integrated. She would be very fruitful in interacting with this anxiety from a perspective of love. It is very simple, you know. that you can do this. You can operate from a perspective of love towards your anxiety. But many of you believe that your emotions and your feelings are more powerful than you, who as the creator, are. But you can easily articulate. You can easily articulate love towards your anxiety. You'll be quite surprised about what will happen. Please do this. Turn your attention to your anxiety and extend your love to it. Extend your love to it. Observe what happens. It needs you. You see, your body and your mind work on platforms of emotion that you as a soul do not. And when your body and mind has conditions and information inside that's in conflict to the natural way of its function, then it requires your guidance. Your body and mind cannot alter themselves. Only you can alter them, or you may allow an outside agency to alter them. But please approach your anxiety from the perspective of love, and you'll find great liberation in this. And your anxiety will be grateful. Your anxiety will become gratitude. Wow, that's cool. I like that. What is the best way to reprogram the mind? By recognizing that thoughts are not who you are. If you understand that thoughts are not who you are, if you understand that your thoughts are not who you are, you can then move into the position of becoming the programmer. But to reprogram your thoughts, first you must recognize what is the program and what is the programmer. In this case, whom is the programmer? In this case, it would be you, the awareness that has asked this question, that can observe the thoughts. You know, thoughts cannot function without your consent. If you agree to them, then they will function. If you agree that you are afraid, then the thoughts of fear and the emotions of fear that are connected to those thoughts will become functional. And then you might think you have no power over them, but there are no thoughts in your consciousness that cannot operate without your consent or agreement. You must consent or agree to thoughts, but you can also disagree and deny thoughts because they know this is not a thought that I will have in this temple. You have this ability and power available to you at all time. Vertical is asking, is there a message from my father for my mother, please? Wow. Just great love. I keep hearing all these words. These words are starting to flow into my mind, like Bella, Moshu, all these words, beautiful, loving. Something about something on a nightstand. He's saying something about something on a nightstand. I don't know what he means by that, but something on the nightstand. And again, the word Bella is coming like really loud in my head, but it's funny. It's coming into my head in like an Italian accent, like Bella. But like this deep, like if you could see a light just suddenly shine so brightly when that word is spoken, Bella, and a light shining. That's what is communicating this great light and love to her. That is what is most important. He says that is what is most important. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Vertical. Oh, you're welcome, Margaret. Question from Lauren. Does my father have a message for me today? Yeah. I don't know, but it's just getting this energy, like breathe and be still. Just breathe and be still. Be still. Be still. It's funny. It's as he's saying this to me, I'm also hearing the words in stillness. In stillness, you will always remain undisturbed. In stillness, you will always remain undisturbed. You have the ability to choose it, to choose stillness. Wow, there's no judgment there. There is no judgment in stillness. Please remember this. Now, many of you can learn to still and quiet your mind, and you'll find that the peace that you seek is simply a thoughtless moment. A moment without thoughts will bring you to peace. And you may establish that, you may choose that. If you continually take your attention away from your thoughts, then you will know anything other than what you know in your thoughts. And this is very simple, to take your attention away from your thoughts and discover what you get to experience as a being. To take your attention away from your thoughts, then you begin to move towards peace. It is in peace that you begin to find clarity. You cannot find clarity within the existing framework of the thoughts you already have acquired, because the existing framework of the thoughts that you've already acquired are only based on the thoughts you've already acquired. You cannot experience any different potential from what you already know. So surrender what you know. Move yourself to this place of thoughtlessness, where you begin to become aware and conscious far more than you are of your own mind. In that place of silence, you'll find that place of peace, and that place is you. What you will think and what you will say and what you will do from that place is very different than what you will think and what you will say and what you'll do from what you already know. Be willing to take that leap. Be willing to take that leap into what you do not know. You will find you know much more than you know. Thank you. Question from Jana. Does my stillborn sister have a message for me? I don't know who they're laughing. They're saying they're not. She's not. She is alive. There is no conceptions of death if you understand it. You seek to understand who I am, and I am not what you have referred to as stillborn. The decisions that each of us make individually to exist in matter or to not exist in matter is an exclusive choice that each and every one of us makes. But I chose at the last moment to not enter this form. I chose not to come into this dimension. I chose to still be present. And each of you know my presence, although you experience my presence as the mourning of a loss. But when you find yourselves wondering what happened and why, it is not because something wrong occurred, it is because I am present with you. Whenever you find your thoughts wondering, it's because I am present with you. Learn to hear me. Learn to not view me from your place of mourning. Learn to hear me and feel me from this place of love that I am in with you. That is unbreakable, with all from the perspective of being what you are. But do not view me from the place of loss, for I am with you. The fact that you would ask this question so that you could know that the truth is very simple. That form does not determine the manifestation of a soul, although a soul can manifest certain properties through matter. But I'm not bound by that. I'm not bound. But anytime you find yourself considering me or wondering about me, know that I still am. That I am not lost, as you have mistakenly been thinking for so many years. I am not lost, and neither are you. I am with you. You'll feel me. You'll feel me. Question from Theo. Why my higher self gives me answers which are too sophisticated for me to make any sense of. This is a great question. I don't know who this. There's this female. I think she's one of your female guardian angels is coming in saying, no. There is no confusion, only in your mind. There's no confusion, only in your mind. The sophistication of the information cannot be interpreted through what you already know. I would strongly encourage you, rather than trying to figure out the language structure of the vibrational information that I'm communicating to you, as others are to you as well, is to understand that the vibrational quality is of greater value to you than what you will comprehend in your mind about that vibration. You do not need to know the specifics, but you can know the vibration. And the vibration, if you stay in it long enough, will begin to formulate or develop language and information that will begin to make sense to your physical brain, your mind, your personality. And this is a challenge many of the community of beings that are awakening on this planet are facing. they try to interpret and comprehend and understand the information that is being communicated to them from the perspective of what they already know. And so it gets filtered through, so it becomes distorted from what it actually is into something that is more familiar to you, which is not what it is. But this is just an error in perception. If many of you found yourself aligning yourself to the vibration, the energy that we communicate to you at any point of time and space and being. And when we say being, we refer to your awareness. That part of you gets that sensation that is, something wonderful is happening right now. I feel this sensation. Then you're not trying to figure out, well, who is this from? Just to feel the vibration, to receive the vibration. And to receive the vibration, after a period of time, will assist you in reorganizing your mind. It will assist you in reorganizing your mind. Cool. You're welcome, Jana. Oh, thank you for that super chat, Lauren. Really appreciate it. Yeah, one of the things that they taught me a long time ago, they said, especially John, he said, listen, do not be attached to the form of a thing. When you want something like a relationship or be really connected to people, don't be attached to the form of what you want, but be connected to the feeling of what you want. Emotion organizes matter. Please understand this. When I came to this one several years ago to say to him, all emotion organizes matter. All emotion organizes matter. And that you as awareness get to ascertain, develop, amplify, edit or delete certain qualities of energy, or what you call emotion. You get to do this. You get to decide this. And this will liberate you. It will liberate you from it all. Yeah. If you think it's lazy because you forget to watch your thoughts, she says don't. She says pay no heed to that which you already know, but listen and feel for that which you do not know, which is new to you. This is not about forgetting as a species. As a species, you're learning to move into the present moment. It's quite a difficult observational event for you to go through. Wow. So there's a lot of stuff going on here today, folks. There's yeah. That's okay. I'll trust that. Getting to that place where you are no longer bound by your mind and you are directing it. You're now able to choose your thoughts, choose what you're going to focus on. Your mind is meant to be your servant, not your master. You know, when John told me emotion organizes all things below it. Emotion organizes matter, but emotion can also stimulate certain qualities of thought. Then become prudent to cultivate vibrational energies such as love and compassion, patience and perseverance and playfulness. Develop energies that really stimulate expressions of energy that are good for this world and good for your body versus the ones that are not. Anger, fear. I think we'll take a couple more questions. There's a lot of stuff going on today, folks. You just watch. There's a big change this week. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat, see if I missed any questions. How do I protect myself from my own laziness? Isn't that a funny statement? How do I protect myself from my own laziness? Your question presents a dichotomy of two selves. The one that is lazy, and the one that needs protecting from the laziness. So which one are you? Are you the laziness, or are you the one needing protection from the laziness? Quite simply would say that you've got a mind that seems to think it is more real than you are, and you believe it. You believe that your mind is more real than you are. It's a common problem. Humans believing that the thoughts in their own mind are more real than the very nature of what you actually are. Mm-hmm. Question from Rose. What changes are you referring to happening this week? This coming week, there will be changes on this planet that will be affected by a lot of the new ascension energies that are coming in. There's huge wave of ascension energies coming in and increasing. They're going to be increasing for the next 20 years, these energies. As we get closer to or further from alignment to love, as we get closer to or further from alignment to love as a species, we see effects happening on the planet, literal physical effects. The vibration of love organizes matter very specifically. The vibration of fear organizes matter very specifically. They have completely different manifestations in time and space. And right now, the human species is collectively more aligned to fear than it is to love. That's why we're divided as a species, because we're mostly aligned to fear, not love. And that fear is organizing geological, geophysical, social events versus what's going to happen if we align ourselves to love. But you'll see, you cannot keep accumulating a lot of fear. You cannot keep accumulating a lot of fear and have no effect in your body or mind. You have to let fear go. We have to as a species, or we're going to experience the reset. Science does not understand the value of emotion in relationship to matter yet. They do not understand that. And psychology has barely scratched the surface of understanding that emotion organizes matter. Not only the matter of the world, but the matter within your body. Your emotion organizes the matter in your body all the time. And you can do that with thoughts. But we're really, it's going to be interesting. The coming week's going to be very interesting. Hello, Fardiba. You're welcome. How can I laugh about the reset? Because it's important to reset things when they're not working properly. And look at that, what we've done to the oceans. Look what we've done to the land. Look what we're doing to the air as a species. And we're allowing it. My laughter is that it's silly, that we know there's a better way of doing things. We know there's a better way of doing things. Putting poison into the soil to grow vegetables that we're going to eat is not a way to express love. So the reset is a natural effect that occurs from certain qualities of energy being indulged in repeatedly. Fear, anger, guilt, shame, they cause very different effects in time and space and in your body than do love and joy and compassion and playfulness and excitement. Very different effects in time space. Question from SJK. Should I permanently split up with so-called boyfriend? Well, it is a choice that you can make, but we've often found too that sometimes communication has to occur on two sides of an equation for the equation to be balanced. And if communication is not of an equal nature, then they'll have an unequal experience in the relationship. But if you're asking if we should tell you whether or not you should split up with a so-called boyfriend, it's almost like the two of you are as one, that you have to split apart from that one. Are you not your own individual? And if what you are seeking you believe is possible, then why would you hold on to anything unlike it? If you believe that what you are seeking is possible, then why would you hold on to anything unlike it? Why would you delay? For that which you seek, you will find if you trust that what you seek is there to be found. But do not hold on to that which does not represent what it is you are manifesting as your experience. The needless confusion is that you don't understand your own creative power. You don't understand what you do when you think or feel or believe in a certain way. That it will change things around you. If you do not like that person that you are with and you're angry and you're upset with that person, then eventually that person will not be able to be with you because the energy will not support the relationship being intact. But no, even in that process, you're actually creating something new. You're creating something new by changing what it is you are believing about that person. So it is not about splitting up with this one. It is about finding the one that is in alignment with you. Isn't that true? It's about finding what is in alignment with you. And that is a choice that you can make at any time. You do not need us to make that choice for you, because you know. Yes. Question. We got that one. Great. On Monday, we'll be more specific about that. Sorry. Okay. Well, guys, it's funny. I feel hopeful that what John said earlier about needless confusion only comes about from a lie. Needless confusion only comes about from a lie. For anything that is based in the truth is not confusing at all. It's very easy to understand and comprehend. That which is confusing is usually based in a lie. Please remember that. Yes, stop letting your mind run you. I don't know who that's for, but somebody just said, stop letting your mind run you. Wow, it's been almost an hour already. Guys, listen, I will see you tomorrow during the meditation. I'm very excited because we have Archangel Michael with me tomorrow on the meditation. And yeah, we'll see you then. 11:30 a.m. Supernatural Saturday. And bring your glass of water with you and be prepared to do something wondrous with your consciousness. And I will see you tomorrow on Supernatural Saturday. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Much love. Bye for now.